Hello and welcome to this channel. Today, we're diving into the world of supply chain and operations management, a topic that's crucial for any business out there. Today, we'll explore a core component of this field, inventory management. So whether you're a business owner, a supply chain professional, or just someone with an interest in this area, buckle up for a ride that will give you valuable insights into optimizing your inventory strategies. First off, let's talk about why inventory management is so vital. Imagine your inventory as a seesaw. On one side, you have the costs associated with holding onto your inventory, things like storage expenses, insurance, and potential product depreciation. First, there are lost sales, keeping just enough stock to meet demand without piling up too much extra inventory. This way you avoid unnecessary storage costs and potential losses from obsolescence or shrinkage, all while ensuring you don't run out of stock and disappoint your customers. When customers can't find what they want, they often go to a competitor, especially in today's world where there are plenty of options online. The reorder point is a trigger level for placing a new order. Once the inventory level drops to the reorder point, a new order is placed. That's like setting a reminder to buy milk when you get down to the last box in the carton. The reorder point is based on the lead time, which is how long it takes to receive the new inventory and the demand during that time. Number 1. Just-in-time JIT inventory. First, inaccurate forecasting. If you're not predicting demand accurately, you might end up with too much inventory when demand is low or not enough inventory when it's high. Both situations can lead to unhappy customers and lost sales. From barcode scanners to software programs that analyze data, technology can help you make better decisions. Ignoring these tools can leave you stuck with inefficient processes and inaccurate data. The key is to analyze historical data, consider seasonality, and keep an eye on market trends. How you store your inventory can make a big difference in your costs and efficiency. For example, a sudden shift in fashion, a new trend, or a natural disaster can all affect how much of a product people want. Not planning for these variations can lead to either too much or too little inventory, throwing off your whole supply chain. It's about keeping just enough stock to meet demand without tying up too much capital or facing stockout situations. By understanding the different types of inventory, the costs involved, the challenges of overstocking and stockouts, and by applying effective inventory management methods, businesses can keep their operations efficient, profitable, and responsive to customer needs. If you don't optimize your storage space or keep track of your stock, you could end up spending more than you need to on storage or worse, so review your strategies. Stay flexible and embrace technology to help you navigate the complexities of supply chain and operations management. You might not be able to find what you need when you need it. It's like a schedule that tells you when to order materials based on what's needed for production. Imagine you have a row of machines in a factory and each machine needs a specific type of material. The best method depends on your business, the type of products you sell, and your budget. With Kanban, you put a card or a signal on the machine when it's empty, letting the next part of the production line know that it's time to send more material. For example, if you're making bicycles, MRP helps you figure out when to order more bike frames, tires, and other parts based on your production plan. This method aims to deliver materials or products just when they're needed. It's like having a perfectly timed delivery system. For example, a car manufacturer uses JIT when they receive parts for assembly. Instead of storing large quantities of parts, they get them as they're needed on the assembly line. If you don't factor in lead times, you might find yourself in a situation where you think you have enough stock, but it actually takes weeks to arrive. This can lead to stockouts and frustrated customers. Make sure to always consider lead times when planning your inventory levels. The idea behind JIT is to minimize inventory costs, reduce waste, and improve cash flow. But it does require a reliable supply chain and good communication with suppliers. If something goes wrong in the supply chain, it can cause major disruptions. Second, stockouts can lead to unhappy customers. No one likes waiting around for an item to become available or having to visit multiple stores. And third, production delays. It helps companies find the balance between ordering costs and storage costs. Imagine you own a bakery and you sell cookies. You know the cost of placing an order for more cookie dough, and you know the cost of storing that dough. The EOQ calculation helps you figure out the perfect amount to order so you don't spend too much on storage or waste money on too many orders. Imagine you're in the middle of assembling something and you're missing a key part. That's what can happen when a company doesn't have the right amount of raw materials or components on hand. It's like trying to bake a cake without eggs or flour and boost their inventory turns by 49%. Now that's a pretty significant impact on the bottom line. On the other side, you have the costs of running out of stock, dealing with unsatisfied customers or lost sales. When companies overstock, they face a bunch of problems. First, there's the issue of storage costs. Having a lot of inventory lying around requires space, whether in a warehouse or on store shelves. This eats up valuable real estate that could be used for other purposes. Second, you have the risk of obsolescence. Some products can become outdated or irrelevant. Think about how many gadgets or gizmos you've had that became obsolete once newer versions hit the market. Third, overstocking ties up a lot of capital. Money invested in excess inventory can't be used for other important aspects of the business like research and development, marketing, or even paying off debt. The challenge in inventory management is finding the perfect balance point, keeping the right amount of inventory to satisfy demand without going overboard on storage costs or facing the repercussions of stockouts. So let's dive into some numbers. According to Aberdeen Group, companies that excel at inventory management can reduce their inventory costs by 33%. Let's look at some common inventory mistakes. First, stocking up too much. Now, let's talk about stocking up too little. Running out of stock can also cause some serious headaches. In a nutshell, striking the right balance in inventory management is about finding the sweet spot. Let's dive into 5 widely used inventory management methods. Number 2, Economic Order Quantity EOQ. EOQ stands for Economic Order Quantity, and it is basically a calculation used to figure out the best amount to order each time. 3, Reorder Point ROP. Number 4, Materials Requirements Planning MRP. MRP is used to manage the flow of materials. Number 5, Kanban. Kanban is a visual system that uses cards or signals to control the flow of inventory. And remember, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to inventory management. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Now let us take a closer look at 5 common inventory management mistakes that can really mess up your supply chain. Second, ignoring lead times. Lead time is the time it takes to receive inventory after placing an order. Third, not using technology to your advantage. In the age of technology, there are so many tools that can help you manage your inventory more efficiently. Fourth, failing to optimize your storage. Fifth, overlooking demand variability. Sometimes demand for a product can change unexpectedly. Avoiding these common mistakes is crucial for creating a smooth and efficient inventory management process. In a nutshell, inventory management is a balancing act.